the payables, right? So if you'll check here, FBL1N, we have some payables. Okay, these are the derived documents. Suppose directly we are going to post. Let's say assume that we don't have the configuration, or let's say is not applicable, and we are trying to post the transaction. In that way, how we are going to, or from FI, how we are going to post the transaction. So I'm just creating one dummy account as purchase account. So if we are going to post a FI entry, two transaction codes are there. One is your general and one is your enjoy. Okay, so here the document type is FI direct FI posting. One second. Direct FI posting for vendor invoice. It is transaction document type is KR. K account type for vendor and KR invoice. And the transaction codes are two transaction codes are there, F-43, enjoy FB60. So let me show you first the FB60, then I will come to this one because this is more user friendly. Accounting, financial accounting, accounts payable, document entry, FB60. Here we need to select the vendor, and here we need to select the GL, any particular GL. Let me create one vendor because already we have one vendor which is with purchase organization. I'm just creating one vendor from FI point of view. I mean, we can use the same vendor. Let me create one more vendor. This time not using the transaction code XK01. I will use the FK01 so that no need to maintain the purchase related data. Select the group. This is the group I think we have created. Yeah. This one also I'm taking the same internal number assignment. That means you can see the vendor number internal. The moment we will save it, we will get the vendor number. Continue. All are general informations. These are general information. Add the reconciliation account, sort key, vendor number, cash management group. Payment terms is also mandatory. Right now we don't have, leave it. Okay, added. So a new vendor created. Now I'm going to use the same vendor here. Select the vendor. difference, this vendor and this vendor, this is created at purchase organization level, so you can do the activity by selecting this vendor, but here you can't select it. For example, let's say I will create a purchase order here by selecting the new vendor what I created. Okay, so suppose here I will select this vendor. Check the message. Vendor this one 10490 has not been created for purchase organization, this one. So now you have to change the vendor, but vendor change is now the option. We need to extend the vendor to purchase organization level. So that means the vendor which is created at FI level, we need to extend it to level also. Select the vendor. Invoice date. So any date I'm taking here. Amount. Here also I'm going to use the tax. Select and select the tax code. Continue. So vendor by default it is going to credit and GL is going to debit. Account is not tax relevant. 1 second. We need to add the tax code, so that I forgot here. Add the tax category. Select the tax code and add the ledger. So this is your invoice amount, this is your expense amount, and this is your tax amount. So what we did earlier, same thing is here also. This is vendor credited, expense debited, and input tax also debited. Now post it. We got the document, and this document is also updated in your BKPF, BSEC, and also in BSIK. So now if you check the document or the payable item or in BSIK, you will find two open items or three open items in fact. Previously two was there. If you'll see here in BSIK, for this company code, how many open items are there? 3. I'm not selecting any document, just run it. 3 open items are there, but you can see two document types are RE. That means it is integrated with and this is a direct posting. In all case, vendor credited, and these are the amount. Okay, and also you will get the update in the vendor line item. Refresh it. This is the vendor payable 12,920. Another vendor payable 5,000. So total payable 17,920. Let me show you the open item list report. Now what is this one? So we can see the company code payable is 17,920, and one GL account 3503 is also payable 7920. This 3503 is your reconciliation account. Now if we'll prepare the balance sheet, we will take this balance to the payable or current liability. So if we'll run the GL report, 3503, so you can find here all the line items. So I told you whatever the transaction you are going to post with subledger, in this case it is our different vendors, you can see one copy is also there in the reconciliation account. So automatically all your debit, credit, all entries you will find here. Fine. Okay, what is the difference between this vendor invoice and this vendor invoice? Here we are getting the detailed information. If we'll go to the relationship browser, okay, so detailed informations are there. We have created a purchase order, then GR related accounting documents, so everything is there. Whereas if you'll see the other document which right now we have posted, it's a direct payment. Sorry, direct invoice. And it's only the one document is there. If you'll see the original document, this is the original document. That means it is not the derived document, and you will not find any other documents linked with this document. So that is the basic difference between one integrated document and one direct document. Fine. Now I will make the payment. So let me make the payment this 5,000 and we will clear it. So I'm going to make the payment FDAS 53. So right now we will select the cash account, as bank configuration is not there. Till the time we will use the cash account. So use the transaction code FDAS 53, document type KZ. Go to document entry. Outgoing payment. Post FDAS 53. This is your header information. This is your bank information. And this is your open item. And right now your open item is K. That is your vendor. Select the date. Vendor payment. Select the credit account. Payable amount 5,000. You can go for partial amount and you can go for full amount also. Let me take this as full amount. Payment. Select the vendor number or account. Something is missing. Document type KZ and number range 15 is missing. Add it. So that's why for each transaction document type is mandatory. FPN1. 15 is missing. Payable amount 5,000. Paid 5,000. Always before payment or before clearing any, now we are clearing the account, this should be 0. If some difference is there, then system will not accept it. So make sure that it should be 0. Simulate post.
I have a question, Pradeep.
Yes.
If there is a tolerance limit, like, okay, if it's a $10 short or $20 in a
Payment difference you need to configure. Okay, user
so
payment
then it's automatically accepted though, right?
Yeah, that
automatic.
it will be accepted. I will show you that.
Okay.
Right now I'm not doing the part any difference amount. So payable amount and difference paid amount same. If for
Sure.
example, let's say I want to, here we will make a payment of, uh, let's uh, let's cancel it. So payable is 5,000 and we are making a payment of full amount of 4,950 suppose. Not the partial payment. Partial payment it will accept. We are doing a full payment. Difference is there 50. If we will process this one, system will throw the error because we have not maintained it, the payment difference configuration and the tolerance. All these things we have not yet maintained. So if we'll continue with this, the difference is too large for clearing. So it is not possible. But some
Oh,
difference amount it is accepted. But for this we have to do some configuration. That is known as permitted payment difference. Okay, so 15 4 times 0 is your clearing document. So now you can see previously you have open item was there. Now open items removed or open item converted into cleared items. Open item convert into clear item. So 19 4 times 0 your invoice and this is your payment document. This invoice cleared with this clearing document or this one. And same update in your reconciliation account also. That is removed. And from table also it is removed. Now if you'll see the open item BSIK, only 2 line items are there. Okay. From where we will get the clear item? Right now, open item you will get it in BSIK and clear item you will get it from BSAK. Whereas in S4HANA, it is from one table, that is your universal journal. So how many open items, clear items you have? 2. 19 4 times 0, 15 4 times 0. Because one is your payment document and one invoice was there. Now it is converted into clear item. So BSAK. 19 4 times 0, 15 4 times 0. Okay, done. Let's see this payable. 12,720. Let me add here the payment terms and we will see the discount part also. So what is cash discount? As you know, cash discount when we will go for uh, payment of any early payment, then we are eligible for discount. That means if your invoice amount is 900, okay, and which is due in 2 days, and if you're going to make the payment early, so in that case if let's say 10% discount is applicable, so 90 is your discount. So how much is payable? Payable is 810, right? But for this configuration, first we need to configure the payment terms. So what is payment terms? We need to configure payment terms with 4-digit something. So let's say I will take here WM1 or let's say ZWM11 payment term. And this one I will take, if you are going to make the payment in 3 days, then 5% is discount applicable. If you are going to make the payment in 10 days, then 2%, otherwise payable in 15 days. This is one payment terms I need to configure first. Now whatever I'm going to do, it is everything related to payable or related to accounts payable, business process related to payable. So go to the transaction code OBB8, new entry. 5%, 3 days. 2%, 10 days. This payment terms is applicable on customer vendor or only vendor. If it is only applicable vendor, then uncheck the customer. If it is only on vendor, then uncheck the customer. And here we have option baseline date. So what is this baseline date? Baseline date is the due date, or it is the date from which due date is calculated. We are saying 15 days is your due date, or if you are eligible for 5% discount within 3 days, eligible for 2 discount in 10 days. From which date? That is your baseline date. So you can define the baseline date as document date or maybe posting date. So if you select here document date, the moment you will select your invoice date or the document date, automatic system will consider that is your baseline date. Or if it is selected as posting date will be considered as baseline date. But it should be better option. We can select the document date as baseline date. Select document date as baseline date. Maintain the percentage, 5%, 3 days, 2%, 10 days, and 15 days. Now this payment terms, how we are going to use it. This is my payment terms. This payment terms you can add in the master record, vendor master. What is the benefit? Whenever you are going to use this vendor in transaction, automatically this payment terms will flow to that vendor or in the line item or in the invoice. No need to select manually. So if you are going to regularly use this payment terms, so you can add it. So automatically it will flow to the invoice. It will automatically flow to the invoice. Otherwise, you can also manually add this payment terms in the invoice. So this is your manual selection. While posting, you can add it manually. Otherwise, if it is already there and you want to overwrite it, so we can change it also. While posting the transaction, we can change it. Even after posting the transaction, we can add the payment terms. Now in this line item, payment terms is right now it is not there. You can say it is already overdue. I want to add the payment terms. So now I'm trying to add the payment terms directly in the line item itself, but I will get the error. Just let me add it. Double click, edit, and add the payment terms. So I'm getting one message like cash discount may only granted up to 0%. That means as an user, I'm not authorized to process the discount here. That is the error I'm getting here. So first I should add this option in my user tolerance so that I can process it. Okay. So change the user or add it in the user. Go to OB A4. Here one option is there, cash discount per line item. That means per line item maximum how many cash, what is the cash discount we are allowed for this particular user or all users under this group. So I will take here 5%. Now try it. Previously it was overdue. now changed. It's not a due. So what is the due date? 15th June. From which date? 31st May. Because this is your baseline date. From baseline date 31st May, the due date is calculated and it is due on 15th June. If we are going to make the payment earlier, then we are eligible for discount. So here we are the customer, and if we are going to make the payment early, then we are eligible for discount. Now coming to the accounting part. So what will be the accounting entry? Now vendor is credited. There is a credit entry 12,720. So here let's say discount is 200. So payment will be 12,520, right? Now what will be the accounting entry when we are going to make the payment? So payment will be 12,520 and automatically this discount will be accounted. That means user will not do anything. User will process F-53 as usual. But when user will post the transaction, if discount is applicable, okay, that means within the 3 days or 10 days, then automatic system will calculate the discount and system will post the accounting entry also. So that means for this we have to do some additional configuration or the account determination. We need to create one ledger. So coming to the account determination. Here it is auto posting. So the account determination key here it is SKE. Under this we have this posting keys are there, debit or credit. Here it is applicable credit posting key, and we need to add one ledger here. What is the ledger? Discount receipt. So we need to create one ledger, discount receipt with auto posting, and we need to add this particular ledger under this posting key. So when we will process the payment, automatically if discount is applicable, it will credit to the account. So create the ledger. Under revenue, other category, add it. Discount receipt. Post automatic only, so that no manual posting. This account determination is already there, only we need to assign this ledger to account determination key. Transaction code OBXU, or through navigation it is receivable payable business transaction. It's outgoing payment. Outgoing payment global setting. Define account for cash discount received or taken. Add your chart of account. Transaction key SK. This is the same settings what we did, similar settings what we did during our integration. Go to accounts, save the rule, go to accounts and add the ledger 2002. So posting key already there, and here you can see debit credit is not applicable, that means it is always a credit entry. If somewhere both debit credit options are there, that means this ledger maybe you will find a debit entry or credit entry, this option will be there, you can activate that also. Make the payment. That's it. From configuration point of view, that's it. Make the payment. Select the credit account. How much amount I don't know. I will continue. So I've selected here 1, entered 1 so that I can continue the payment. Select the vendor. Process open item. So 2 payable items are there. So we can go for the all payment, but in this line item discount is there. So you can see here now it is more than 5 days, or sorry, 3 days, more than 3 days. So 5% slab completed. Now it is within the 10 days slab. So 2% on invoice discount. So that is 2.5440. So now what is the payable amount? Payable amount is 12,665. That means 12,720 plus 200 minus 254 254.40. So 12,665.60. Change the amount. I need to change this amount. I entered here 1. Click on overview. Double click on this amount. Add this amount 12,665.60. Check the accounting entry. So cash is going to credit it, outgoing payment amount. Vendor is going to debit the payable amount 12,000, whatever the credit entry earlier we have posted 12,920, and this is auto posting discount receipt. Okay, it's auto posting. Double click, add the text discount at the rate 2%. Okay, so these 2 open items are also cleared. Here also no entry, open entry. Whatever we will do with sub ledgers, you will find the updates in ledger also, and you can find. Let's see the open item or the all line items in vendor. So 2 vendors are there, and right now the payable amount is 0. Everything is paid. So check this entry. So how much we paid here? How much we paid, that you will get it from the payment account or cash or bank account, and you can see here we have earned a discount of 254.40. In total, out of this 12,920, you earn a discount. This is your discount amount 254.40, and in this line only we earn the discount, not here. Okay, and the same discount amount also updated in your GL account.
In the same way, Pradeep, like if there is an overpayment, then we have a surplus account or something, like amount automatically goes there.
Yeah, if it is overpayment or underpayment, then you can configure that also, and you can define here payment difference account. Okay, if it is debit, that's a loss. You are going to transfer here. If it is overpayment, then you can add it here. Different account determination. So this one I will show you while doing the collection receivable.
Okay.
Okay. Because some other topics are linked with this region code, all these things. That's why. So we have completed with this the P2P process, not the payable, P2P. We started from the purchase order and today we completed the payment. So that is the end of your P2P. Okay, so you complete all your backlog. Tomorrow I will start with special GL transaction. So in special GL transaction, we will, no, better we can, special GL transactions, the customer and vendor advance that I can take all together. Then here in payable you have the special GL transactions are there, which is your vendor advance and bills of exchange. Both this concept is a unique concept. That means once I will explain, we can do the configuration at a time. So better we will do it at a time. Once we will have the accounts receivable, then the accounts, the APP configuration is not possible until unless we have the bank configuration. So tomorrow we can start the SD. We will hold it here, the payable. We will start with SD, then followed by SD integration. Once SD configurations are there, then these pending topics I can take here.
Okay.
Okay.
It's very interesting though, like the whole process actually, as a whole.
So this receivable, payable, it's just mirror image. Whatever we are doing right now, payable point of view, same we will do the receivable point. So same thing, like in when we are going to do the customer advance, just opposite of vendor advance, and vendor advance just opposite of customer advance. So better I will do it at a time. So the same concept I can explain. So that's why I will not do this. Again, we need to repeat once again in receivable. So just make a note, these things are pending.
Okay.
All the special GL transactions related to payable is pending.